Current so-called president of the United States called Trump supporters garbage.
So we showed up as garbage.
Yeah, we're going to wear that proudly because we are Trump supporters.
And so, can you tell me how wearing the garbage bags proves that you're not garbage?
Oh.
Just as the back says.
Right.
Yes,
but
Biden can call us garbage. Trump calls us Americans.
Trump calls us Americans.
Right, but you're dressed as Biden defined you, not as Trump defined you.
Well.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and the President of the United States called them garbage, so they wrapped themselves in hefty bags and said, "You're damn right we are."
Well, I think more of we're taking it as a joke at this point.
Well, like it would make sense if you were wearing an American flag and you said Biden calls us garbage and Trump calls us Americans. You're wearing an American flag.
I'm confused.
That, folks, isn't clear rational thinking. It's a damn cry for help. And this merry band of nitwits doesn't belong at a political rally. They belong on a supervised field trip to a group therapy circle for bad ideas and even worse decisions.
See, you got a garbage bag from your belt here. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, Joe Biden called us trash. So hey, if he's gonna say it, why not?
All right, so you're kind of owning that.
Yeah, absolutely. If
Now,
he wants to call us
you know, Trump has called liberals scum and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did that bother you?
No, it doesn't, because he's exactly right.
Good God, if the stupidity on the front of their trash bags didn't clear it up for you, the absolute lunacy on the back torched any hope of a clear picture of what's going on in their little pea brains, or any resolution in our minds about how they got to this sad juncture in their lives. We don't know what the hell is going on here, but one thing is for sure, they are proud. They told us that. But proud of what, exactly? Proud to be Trump's garbage? Proud to parade around in plastic bags to show their support? And proud to show off grammar that belongs in a landfill? Because get this, on the backs of their trash bags, they scrawled, "Biden call us garbage, Trump call us Americans." That's not just bad grammar. It's a declaration of intellectual bankruptcy. You want proof that Donald Trump loves the undereducated? Look no further.
And I see you've got your Hillary for Prison 2016 shirt. And how'd you get a hold of this shirt? Were you?
I got it back in the day.
Okay.
This one too.
It says, can you tell me what it says there?
Life's a bitch, don't vote for one.
All right. And so that's got a picture of Hillary Clinton on it. You got Hillary for Prison 2016. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Democrats in this country need to tone down the rhetoric?
100% yes.
They're saying things that are too rude and disrespectful and are
Inflammatory.
too inflammatory.
Yep.
All right. So what does that shirt say again?
It says life's a bitch, don't vote for one.
And then there's a picture of
Hillary Clinton. Yes.
Everything they're wearing, everything they're saying, it's one long cry for help, shrink-wrapped in patriotism and denial, a desperate plea for a mental health evaluation and a full psychiatric intervention. They are stupid to the core, and yeah, holy crap, Biden call us garbage, Trump call us Americans. That might be the most backward, brain-melted slogan we've heard yet. The ironic thing, it's not political branding. It's a clinical diagnosis. And in case we forget, these are the same people who mock Democrats as libtards, who call anyone with empathy a snowflake and proudly scream "F your feelings" from the rooftops. These are the folks who still blame Joe Biden for literally everything. Gas prices, wildfire, there's love life, you name it. They say Biden has dementia while worshiping a man who thinks windmills cause cancer and that Photoshop tattoos are real. These are the people who think RFK Jr. and his brainworm are heroes, who probably never took the measles vaccine, who think Elon Musk is a freedom-fighting genius and genuinely believe he's going to fly them to Mars in some kind of MAGA rapture. They are the brainwashed, the gullible, the proudly uninformed nincompoops that make up the MAGA base. Not because they don't know better, but because they don't want to.
Taking out the trash.
And who's the trash?
The Democratic Party.
Democratic Party?
Yes, sir.
Democratic Party are trash?
Yep.
And what were your thoughts on Joe Biden calling some of Trump's supporters trash or garbage?
It's a terrible thing to say,
Yeah.
especially since we're all American. We're all one people. So Very terrible thing to say.
And you're wearing this because
I just wanted to stand out, man. That's all.
take out the trash?
Yes, sir.
Who's the trash?
The Democratic, what's it called? I forget the same.
Party?
Yeah, the Democratic Party.
Just ignorance. It's entitled arrogance wrapped in stupidity and plastic. And they're proud of this. And you could see it. The moment Stifler nailed them, he hits them with that line, "But you're dressed as Biden defines you, not as Trump defines you." Boom. All of a sudden, logic was in the chat. But instead of responding with anything coherent, they start fumbling, digging around inside the trash bag of theirs, searching for an answer. And wouldn't you know it, they pull out another sack of hot garbage. You could practically hear the wheels turning. She throws her arms out like, help me here. He looks off like a confused golden retriever who just heard a smoke alarm. And in that moment, it's crystal clear. They don't want truth. They don't want facts. They just want you to nod along and fill in the blanks with whatever MAGA logic they couldn't quite finish writing. They're not defending beliefs. They're performing them. It doesn't matter if it makes sense or falls apart the second that you ask a real question, because they're not looking for validation. They've already decided they're right and you're the problem for noticing the stink coming from their ideological dumpsters. And then, after all that, after the garbage bag pride parade and the logical nuke that Stifler dropped, all the mom can muster is, "I'm confused." Yeah, we know. You just got wrecked on camera, in public, wearing a trash bag, and now your brain's in safe mode. This wasn't a rebuttal. That was a surrender. The final stage of MAGA logic, denial, deflection, and then confusion. And just before the next round of MAGA delusion, we got a quick cut to the blue porta potties. Unisex, neutral, basic plastic toilets. The kind that have never caused a single problem until people like Nancy Mace decided to throw a tantrum about who's allowed to pee where. And now MAGA is gender policing porta johns like it's a moral battlefield of the 21st century. Holy crap. You really have to ask, how stupid do you have to be to politicize a porta potty? They've been neutral and unisex for decades. Concerts, job sites, rallies, nobody ever cared. But now they're sacred territory in the conservative culture war. And it's not satire. It's not parody. It's just MAGA logic leaking from every opening, literally. Jason Selvig asked the guy what he thinks about political rhetoric. And you can almost hear the voice in our collective head say, "Here we go again." Democrats need to tone it down. They're too rude, too disrespectful, too inflammatory. Okay, sure. And what's on your t-shirt there? Rocket Genius? Because Selvig doesn't even have to ask. He just zooms in, and the stupidity presented itself. We're dealing with people whose elevator doesn't quite reach the top floor. Not the sharpest tools in the shed, and definitely not the brightest crayons in the box. And the irony? They don't even see it. They don't get that calling for unity while wearing misogyny is like showing up to a wedding in a hazmat suit and wondering why people aren't hugging you. And just to really seal the deal on the contradiction, let's not forget, these same people wearing Hillary for prison across their chests like it's the 2016 county fair. These are the people saying y'all need to tone it down while stomping around in homemade slogans that would get you thrown out of a dive bar. They're out here dressed head to toe in hate and then crying foul when someone claps back. It's performative fragility at its finest. And that's what makes the good liars effective at what they do. Jason Selvig and Davron Stifler aren't even roasting these people. They just show up with a mic and ask a question. And boom, the idiocy spills out like hot garbage on a summer sidewalk. Because you don't need to parody MAGA anymore. They've become the punchline. And so, MAGA logic is literally trash. It's a pile of steaming garbage that attracts flies and stinks as it rots. And there's always another new face smiling that same mental landfill. This is MAGA in 4K. Cult members wearing garbage bags to own the libs while defending the guy who insults others daily and not seeing the irony for a single damn second. So yeah, we started with garbage bags. We end with garbage bags and everything in between. was the intellectual and moral equivalent of a landfill, buzzing with flies, crawling with rats, and spewing out the kind of toxic gas that makes democracy choke. This isn't a movement, it's a pile of trash dressed up like patriotism, and they're proud of it. What a bunch of low-level haters. It's pathetic, and that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.